Hello everyone and welcome back. Today let's play some more Finder combos. Today let's play Finder Minimize. Finder Minimize against Russia. Let's go. Finder starts on board A. We got A1 or B1 to start. I think I just start on A1 because we already have access to B1 easily from A3. These two lands adjacent and Minimize is usually gonna start in on B5 because it's very central. It can gain access to any adjacent lands easily. We got Wetland Explorer as initial explorer, which is not bad. We could make our B6 the dump land, and then Finder can dump stuff over there. Actually, it doesn't really matter where your dump land is in this combo because Finder can make adjacency very easily. On the other hand, Finder has this land 2. A2 as a problem. We could, though, use Path's Tide to send everything to the 6, which is not a bad idea. So I think I'm going to take a flight scale on B6. We grow to B1 as minimized and playing ever multiplying swarm. Next turn, let's just defend here for 3 and then yeah, this land is very okay now. Can we solve land 5? I think it's very easy for us to do this because we can just fast push it. We still cannot make a pocket on board A though. His land 8 town is gonna source another explorer. We couldn't even make it even if we G3 minimize and play pursue. It's like 1, 2, 3 range. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, even with the finder help. But it's fine. It's not big of a deal. We can let them explore for one turn and start making progress on our own boards. So let's just do the standard opening, playing 2 zeros and grow to land 5. We probably can push this explorer from A5 to A3 through portals, or to A4, but A4 has a flight. I like to keep this land as simple as possible. Also, if we push one explorer here and that was explored, it's gonna be like 2 explorers, and then we play into wounded lands, attract the wilds, attract explorers, whatever that is. That as an explorer in the land with light, we definitely don't want that. So there's also an argument to push 1 to 8 and then use offer passage to solve 8 on itself, which is not a bad idea we take for. I think it's slightly better than sending them anywhere else. Yeah, so let's just do this. Let's fast forward this explorer over to land 8, and we're gonna skip to the rest of the phase. We have Sands Explorer. Okay, Sands Explorer. Hmm. Cirque is probably not gonna do anything, which kind of sucks, but it's not too big of a deal. Let's just do paths, send the city and an explorer over there, have a multiplying swarm, and we have a dead Cirque. Hmm. I think it's dead no matter what. I guess we can use that as a way to move our presence such that we could utilize the devil next turn to move our presence somewhere else to make things better. Also, we're not taking a ravage here. Actually, thinking emoji. I think we're very close to pocketing the entire board A. Let me think. Very, very close. I think it involves playing 8 this turn. 8 plus Traveler's Bird. We could aid these two explorers to land 6. To do that, I need to serve the Dahan from A3 to B6 to enable the target for aid. And then we fast push that explorer. Can I fast push? I think I can with overpassive. Yeah, with these two cards. The only thing though is that this land 8 town is still going to be there, but at least we don't have to rush a 6 on Finder board, which is very important. Can I also try to make land 8 disappear? I think I can. I think I definitely can. The answer is yeah. Okay, okay. I have the idea. So we instead serve from A3, searching the Han and the presence over there. We play 2 cards again this turn with 2+0 and many mines. We definitely want to play the devil this turn. So we aid from here to here. It's within 2 range, so it's naturally connected. We have a faster innate push over here, and we could do a pursue. Or we don't do pursue. We just aid ourselves to 8 and then pursue this explorer over here. Okay. I think I've got this. We grow here and here. Play Guide and the Devil. We aid 2 explorers over here. We left an 8, first explorer over here. We then the devil find a presence to land 1. Minimize right and 8, keep and 2 over here. We still have some beast gathers. Let's make adjacency from here and here. Use guide. Move our beast over here. Don't move the Han. Then let minimize take that. Oh, actually, before I need to do this before the devil, but we can still make this happen. Okay, so we make adjacency. Oh, oh yeah, we can just grow to 6 straight. All right. Let's change our grow instead to A6. Flip a double, play guide. We still do aid these 2 explorers. And then make adjacency. Fast push, explore, and guide. You can also save the Dahang, which is even nicer. And then to Travis Boone, move, move, and don't move. We could leave the Dahang there, which is pretty nice. And then isolate the devil, rescue this presence, and Leptinate this sacred site to save another presence. We could get like 2 beasts over there, or not. We could just try to steal all of the Finder presence. I mean, Finder's beasts. To not have to escalate at all. Like defense 2 over here? Okay. I think that's basically everything. We activate the prompt for isolate land adjacency. And the event, do we need to change adjacency for this event though? I think the answer is no. And we toggle adjacent, okay, we don't toggle any adjacency such that the town is not pushed to anywhere. Once we have the board, raid retaliation, ravage, and okay, I think I can skip for the rest of the game. I mean, rest of the phase. Raid retaliation means that the town is not dead, but luckily we have Finder, and Finder doesn't care so much about the town's living. Alright, so next turn. I believe we still need to do the Leptinate, so to solve this exactly one problem, but it's still a problem. And I think we can just offer passage to the land. We're gonna have to skip this as well. We've got a bunch of things to do, but it's very doable. Okay. We grow many mines to these 7 because Mountain has explored, and this Sacred Site Camp of Beast can play into some Beast events. And we are gonna draft cards. We're gonna draft a miner looking for some interesting cards to solve the problems. We got Ever-Twisting Trail, which is nice. Also Elemental Burn that can potentially enable Finder. I think I'd like to take Elemental Burn to invest on future Finder Hammer. And we could grow top track on Finder as well. Play the 2 cards again, trying to, empty Finder's board as much as possible. Play the rest of the cards as main lines. Hold on. Because we have Elemental Burn, and it's likely that we're going to take air on main line. Essentially, we don't have to play a second card, so offer passage can just doesn't need to be played. I guess that means Finder can take a free draft instead of playing 2 cards. That's pretty nice. Let's just take a draft. We could draft a major on Finder. We got cast down, and it's not a card that we're going to take, even though it's the best card here. That's because we want to make the game as fun as possible. So let's just take Unleash. And we're going to forget Surg as usual. We broke to B6. We play... Actually, we still have to play a Sun card. Sun Air card specifically, so we still have to do this. I mean, that might be a mistake. Actually, that's not a mistake. We just Eliboon it. Okay, it's not a mistake. We just play Waze again. Okay, sure. So, Elemental Boon. We're going to take air, we're going to take sun, and we can take a earth to enable the second tier of the isolate. And what do we do here as many mines? So first of all, we definitely make adjacency from here and here to push that explorer over to 6. And then we need to skip land 6, which means we're supposed to left and 8, gather 2 explorers over here. We probably are gonna take a blight on land 3, which kind of sucks, but we're gonna skip this and pursue from here. Oh, but that is a little bit problematic because land 3 is now gonna be out of control, which is still fine. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Maybe it was better for me to take an animal, but you still have to get beast over here. Okay. Oh, that's a bit scuffed. Because, oh, I can actually take the road. Okay. Now it's better. Alright. So now I can just directly pursue over here, and then we could gather and push 3. But gather and push 3 has a problem, which is these two lands are not within 2 range of each other. Huh. Slightly problematic. Okay, I think we'll just take 1 blight this turn, which we could have stopped, but you know, it's not too big of a deal once we are so far ahead. We're gonna take an animal, and we're gonna take a air, and we're gonna take a sun. We still make adjacency, we still push that explorer through the portal, and we are probably gonna isolate this land. Now, many mines. I think I like to defend. Defending here doesn't do too much, which means okay. So I think what we're gonna do is that we're gonna do something to this land 5, and then we're gonna gather push. Aw. Maybe land 3 is kind of hard to solve now that I think about it. Because I can only push 3 beasts. Pushing that explorer has to be correct. What if I take Ever Twisting Trail? I think I still let land 3 get wrecked, which kind of sucks, but that's the best that we can do. So we pursue these 2 stuff, and then we... Can I make the portal a bit farther? Nope. Okay, sure. It's completely fine. Got a beast. Gather a secret site here, which is very important. And we're gonna just let land 3 basically die. We're gonna skip a Ravage, and we're gonna skip the isolate this land. And the defense we're not gonna use because we want to keep the fear as low as possible to not take Russia bomb. I think it was because the land adjacency was really awkward, such that we can't get beast over here. because we would have been able to do it with either Finder opening a portal or just making these two lands, or did, or by this land being two range with each other. Then at least I would have a chance to defend two over here. But, it is what it is. Resourceful populace. Uh, destroy one or more. We're not destroying anything, luckily enough. So I guess we don't have to do anything about this. Skip. Add the disease to the inland with the most stuff. And we could reclaim a card. Okay. Let's reclaim the devil, I guess. Ravage using stage 1 sands. We Ravage here. Skip the Ravage. Allow the Ravage. And we're gonna rush Escalate. Rush 6, rush Escalate. And Finder board is clean again, which is pretty nice. So Sands is back to backing. Not ideal. But first of all, let's waste ashore, solve this land. And I probably am going to push half plus 1, this land 3. Let me think. So if I play these two cards, I'm gonna be at I have enough sun, enough air to push half plus 1, which means I can solve this land 7 now. Okay, I have the idea. I'll grow to 4 and use the move, get to 3, and then play these two cards. Any mines, on the other hand, need to reclaim. Looking for a major. Insatiable is nice, but we don't need it. Let's play Skip and the Devil and Pursue. So I think I isolate this land, skip everything, and push half plus 1. Really together like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Push, push. And we can defend 2 over here. The Devil, that presence over here. Push half plus 1. Actually, before that, take adjacency. Or, oh, actually, yeah, let's do this. I also like to solve this land. So I guess I make adjacency first. Between these two lands, push half plus 1, make these two land adjacent, push, push, then use Unleash for 1 damage. Deal 1 damage, push stuff over there. And we don't take responsibility. Why? Oh, because we didn't kill anything. Oh, that's interesting interaction. I never thought about that. Okay. They have a very strong will to survive, such that we don't have to pay responsibility. Nice. Okay, now with the double, that finder presence, 2 land 7. We pursue these two. Okay. We need pursue with the adjacency open again. And we offer passage. I think we offer passage. Move Murdahan. Move the Han to move the Han in it. Let's move these two the Han over here. Fortune Seekers. Sure. Doesn't matter too much. Choose a land with a Z's. Okay. Let's kill 2 towns. Show the old stories. Regain a unique power card, which is nice. Add a presence. Sure. We stripe something. Just stripe the town. Ravage in wetland B6. Skip the Ravage. And they are not adjacent. Russia 6. Russia 6. Sands Escalation. And Explore. Sure. Alright. So looking at the board state, they explored a bunch of stuff. And why is this land explored into? Huh? Hold on. Using mountain wetland, yeah. Huh? Oh, wait. What was happening? Mountain B2, jungle B4, sands B5. Why? Oh, because fortune seekers. Okay, yeah. I was dumb. Alright. So, Finder's board is explored into again, which means that if we are not careful, it's gonna rush a 6, adding more towns and breaking the pocket. We also need to solve Animines solve land being re-explored issue. We are lucky that our pocket still maintains, so it's not that hard to try to solve Animines board. It's actually pretty neat. These lands can just be solved by some bedevil. So I guess I can try to breed for a growth again. So let's just try to draft another major. Bloodrack Plague. Transform to Emergence Darkness. I mean, these cards are not amazing. Thinking. Let's threshold Bloodrack Plague. I think it's far from being able to threshold it. Focus. Nah. Tsunami? Actually, maybe Tsunami if we can threshold it. We just need a water and earth from elemental boon, right? Okay. I mean, it solves everything. It has to be the pick. Not gonna lie. Alright. We draft it. We probably forget ways. We grow to +1 card play. And we play Tsunami. We surely can make this work, right? We rush a 6 here, and then Tsunami stuff all the way to 6. In each other coastal land. Or we can just do demonstrate. Yeah, I think I have it. I think it has to be tsunami at this point. All right. And we reclaim our Miniman's part of these instruments, these Jungle Hungers. These two cards are completely Russia Killer cards. Um, Again, we're not gonna take like these two OP card with this combo, just because some mages could just completely break Russia. So I guess we're gonna just take the Jungle Hungers instead of Instrument as a completely OP card. We are probably gonna forget. I think we're gonna forget Guide. And let's play Boon, Skip, and the Devil. I think I have to play exactly these three cards. Okay, so we need to move our presence as well. We move from 1 to 6, I think. Okay. Skip first, and the Devil Fighter, such as land 3 and 5 are solved. And we're gonna give Finder the water and earth, and probably we need air on ourselves, or not. I think we do. Maybe we can give Finder a sun to, push stuff. Too many minds don't blend. I think I like this idea. Let's push. And isolate. And isolate. Next card is a Stage 2, which has a very high chance to go. Actually, it doesn't have too high of a chance to get a coastal, but let's play. Well, we quickly isolate this mountain, right? Because it unpockets a lot of things. Alright, I like this idea. And we could gather some beast to 2, trying to play around beast damage. Then we're gonna be good. Here's a little rain. I wish I could skip this event because this event has all advantages and no downside. But we can't do this in digital, so we skip for the rest of the phase. We eat out the drought. Let's. Oh, do we have to pay energy though? I think we do. Or don't. We just forget Travis Boon. No GG. Okay. Click a spirit to add presence. Oh, Finder doesn't qualify, which is kind of interesting. Alright, let's hit the bottom track. And beast track. It's exactly what we are going to. So it was quite nice to dump stuff over here. This beast attack is supposed to only kill for us, such that we can preserve this sacred site. On defense and defendability. Okay, sure. Skip the ravage. And they are not adjacent. Yes. Alright, invader phase. We're gonna add some stuff. And these two lands are gonna fill, so we're gonna just add stuff on land 3. Sure, for invader pieces, with this action, I don't know what action it was you were talking about, but I guess it gets the building. Okay. So Mountain Explorer, and we're in Russia 6 again on the stump land. And we still haven't triggered the Russia bomb because we didn't generate too much fear, which is nice. And so what we're gonna do is that we're gonna tsunami this. Now we got a bomb. Sure. We need to destroy a presence. That means fine. The bomb is wetland. Sure, we don't need a sacred site again this turn. And we can Zerg. Does Zerging do anything? Probably no. I guess we could, Zerg ourselves to land 1. The Beast. I don't know what that does, but... Hmm. So we only have 3 lands across 2 borders that have plastics, which, is very, very under control. The only thing we're supposed to do is probably just push stuff from land 1 to land 6, and then our board is done. So let's take a reclaim on Finder. Draft a real major instead of tsunami, and we have irresistible call. I mean, it's a card. We could also take Manifest Incarnation to push for the win con, but I guess we don't need to do that. Let's just take Eco and forget Tsunami. And Lady Mines probably still needs to reclaim, draft another major, and we've got another win con pusher. Let's just take Paraflight and forget Jungle Hungers, because we don't need Jungle Hungers anymore at this point. The board is so solved. Let's take a Paraflight to... Okay, actually we don't need to Paraflight this turn. We just need to Paraflight next turn, because next turn they're double ravaging. This turn though, I think we'll just play... Pursue, skip, the devil. Nothing special, nothing fancy. As for Finder, I probably play Upper Passage and Path's Tide such that we could have the moon. Actually, we don't have the moon yet. Let's just play these 2 cards. Okay. So we're gonna just take Unleash for pure energy. And we could probably forget Assert for more energy. We do Upper Passage. Okay, actually, don't have enough Bahan, which is fine, which is completely manageable. We just move our presence to 7. And now we offer passage, move Dahan from this land 7, and then Many Minds can just defend 2 over here. And now we have push half plus 1. Let's just do this. Push, push. Push, push. Take Unleash. Gain energy. Forget... Actually, we can just forget Offer Passage after we've resolved everything. I think it's probably better. And let's just do Gather Beasts and Push Beasts. Alright. We take a skip, destroy our Sacred Site because we're running out of beasts, and we pursue with the adjacency open. Like this. The Double Finder for edge proof and also open the ways. We change our adjacency to these 2 lands. And we take Unleash for ourselves for energy. We're getting off the passage. Okay. Sacred Site under the reds. I mean, sure already. We're gonna just do guard ourselves. Discard a card. And as for Many Minds, how much have we paid already for? We have 2 lands, which means we're supposed to discard another, which is completely fine. Skip. Let's do damage. Click in Spirit to help pay for... Actually, we just skip. Okay. Deal 2 damage. Finish. You do 2 damage. Killing the town. And we have a bunch of fear generation. We could use this opportunity to get all our beasts to this land 6, which is very nice. At least 4. Okay, Minimize gains another power card. We're gonna take Veil, which is a Russia Killer. Even 3. Replace a town. Sure, doesn't matter. Skip the Ravage. And... okay. Russia 6. Russia Escalation. And Jungle Wetland Explorer. Okay. So how are we looking with the Explorer? We're still very, very, very ahead. Okay. We could probably just E-call this turn, then call it a day. Which is actually very funny. I mean, sure. So I guess I'll take the energy button. Create a sacred site. Not now. Play these 2 cards. I believe that threshold's irresistible call. We move the presence to 2, and then push 2 from 2 to 3. Yep. We dropped another minor power. Pull beneath, portents. Could probably take portents. We're gonna take some time to scale. We don't need to play too many cards this turn, which means we go top track, play portent, play Alley Boon. I think that's everything that we are supposed to do. Right. So, first of all, push Explorer. Second of all, E-call everything. Gather the Han, mandatory. Okay, we don't make these 2 lands adjacent. We don't want to get more Dahan in it. Select none. E-call. Everything is skipped over here. We could isolate another. We have already seen mountain and sands. The coastal jungle or wetland. Actually, there's already wetland. Okay. So we guess we just skip this. We do portents. We gather some beast over here. Wait, where's our EMS? Oh, I discarded that. Okay, that's probably not very ideal, but it's, still fine. We have more isolates. Let's isolate these lands just to play around coastals, I think. Click an element to gain it. Oh, I can choose an element to gain at any time. Probably plan, I don't know. Coastal towns multiply. We do nothing. Beast destroy. Okay. We kill a bunch of explorers. Added the Han. Remove from presence. Okay, stops the build. Nice. We remove from more towns. Russia 6. And it's actually really the Coast Explorer. Alright, Jungle Wetland, non-ravaging. And Cat's Tide. Probably not doing much, but I could make these 2 lands adjacent. And then pass this Explorer to land 2, and then we can try to fix it with 1 action. Alright. So I believe we are just trying to find a hammer at this point. We reclaim Drachma Major, looking for a hammer to solve the problems. We have wins. Let's take wins. We forget equal, and we can play wins. Can I threshold it? Uh, doubtful. Although we have air, have water, just need to play air water card. Uh, any element solves it, surely. Just need to pick a water, and yeah, we can threshold it. So we can downgrade 2 cities, and then we do jungle hungers on that, which feels fine. We don't have to play aid because it's a very costly card. We need animal though, or we can play Unleash, and then ask many minds for help, which I feel is pretty nice. We also have got venomous spiders. Okay, time to ditch EMS. Alright, now make adjacency. And play skip Ellie and Veil, I believe. Okay. We give out Ellie for air, animal, and a moon, I think. Make adjacency, Veil. Actually, before I Veil, I think I'm supposed to left an 8, push that Explorer over here, and then we Veil. Pushing them. Wind, wind. Actually, we're still not pushing for the win con, I guess, because we're not playing Jungle Hungers this turn, which is fine. We can, find a chance to do this. We take Unleash for energy. Do not forget any cards. And we could gather some beast in there, I guess, to defend for more fear. At this point, we can just ask for more fear. Click land to build. We can allow the build. Stricken. Do we have a strive over there? Yes, we have. So we don't need to preserve the skip. Build in the land with the invaders. Skip for the rest of phase. Actually, no. Skip for the rest of phase. We skip the build. Stricken. Okay. Remove stuff. Let's remove. Okay. We cannot remove the striped town. So we remove you. Okay. We remove you. Okay. They fresh at 6. Okay. So now we have Sands Mountains Explorer, which is still very solvable first. I think it's time to push for. Oh, we didn't have Jungle Hungers. Wait. I think we forgot it. Anyway, it's still fine. Well, reclaim. Can I actually just push for the win with Unleash? I think it's very winnable at this point. We just need to deal how much damage. We're already tail level 2, right? It's already, yeah, tail level 2. We need to do 6 plus 14. That's 20 damage. 20 damage is very manageable. Okay. Oh, also Weave, but it's kind of too late for Weave to actually do anything. Let's just play these 2 cards and take a fire on this Annie, such that we can just do this. And Minimize doesn't matter what Minimize does. We just push for more scaling without revealing more information. We unleash both gain and pay. We pay everything. I wish I could hit the button to do the damage automatically, but it is what it is. Okay, victory. It was a very nice win. Still classic Finder. Classic Russia falling under the early control game to get rid of all the explorers. And even when we are hit with a fortune seekers, we still manage to solve it by the devil to deal with the back-to-back explorers, and we also manage to pull a tsunami, which usually isn't a really good card, but at this point, in this specific situation, it solves the fortune seekers triple explorers. So it's a very fun game, and hope you guys enjoyed this video and you can see the power of these two spirits combo. Many Minds is able to deal with explorers and towns very easily, and Fighter can deal with cities easily. So these two paired with each other can easily solve a lot of Russia problems, which Russia is very weak to control. And both spirits are very good at drawing hammers and throwing them to the board, so they also have no problem closing up the game. Miniman is still very good at gathering all the beasts and explorers in one place to perma-skip it for the rest of the games to ignore all the Russia escalation from either your board and actually from both your board and the other spirit's board, and also taking all the Russia 6s. Finder getting rid of all the explorers means that Finder doesn't have to take Russia 6s, such that the board is clean like forever and ever. We pulled a lot of very interesting cards. The most notable cards are Cast Down and Instruments. These cards are extremely game-winning against Russia. We didn't pick them, but in the world, in the line, in a world where we pick them, they're gonna just do amazing against Russia, because if you think about it, Cast Down, while Finder's board is empty, we just cast down Many Minds board, and we have Elemental Bonnet already, and we have Waves, which is a card that thresholds cast down like 100%. So it's very easily viewable, and with that play we just win. And Instruments is another card that can just win on spot if we try to scale to 4 card plays on the Many Minds, because we need 4 suns on Many Minds. And it's actually not very hard for Many Minds to scale to 4 card plays to threshold Instruments. And once we thresholded Instruments, everything around this land is going to be dead, because Instruments make them deal damage to adjacent lands and also skip the land on itself. And we can also use the Finder adjacency to clear some more distant lands. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next time.